A black CEO walked into her own bank, her steps calm but purposeful. The manager glanced at her card and ID, then froze. A denial hung in the air, disbelief flashing in the eyes around them. Comment your city or country below, and subscribe for more real-life power stories. She wore a tailored suit, every detail precise, radiating quiet authority. The bank hummed with routine, staff at desks, customers waiting. Yet the ordinary scene contrasted sharply with her presence. Everyone sensed something unusual. There was no entourage, no fanfare, just a black woman whose next move would shock them all. Handing over her card and ID, she met the manager's narrowed eyes. "We can't process this without extra proof," he said, his voice tight. The room tensed. Staff whispered, patrons shifted uneasily. Every hesitation, every subtle glance carried bias. What should have been a simple withdrawal had turned into an uncomfortable, silent standoff. This was Danielle Rivers, 42, CEO of a leading fintech firm. Raised in a low-income neighborhood, she fought her way through college and climbed the corporate ladder with determination. Years of hard work allowed her to acquire controlling shares in a failing regional bank, transforming it into a thriving, community-focused enterprise. Few knew the woman before them was not just a customer, she was the very owner. Danielle waited patiently as the teller fumbled with her ID. The manager leaned over, voice rising slightly. "We need extra documentation. And maybe security," he muttered. The room stiffened. Whispers rippled through staff and patrons. Despite the mounting scrutiny and doubt, Danielle remained composed. Every second reinforced her quiet strength, a stark contrast to the growing tension around her. The manager's mind raced, judgment clouded by her appearance. A black woman holding a high-limit card? He assumed deception. Staff were oblivious to Danielle's identity, increasing the unease. Patrons sensed something was off, their eyes flicking nervously between CEO and manager. Unfair profiling had escalated into a standoff, and the conflict was about to reach a breaking point that no one in the room would forget. With a subtle motion, Danielle pulled out her phone and accessed the bank's internal system. Nearby staff caught glimpses of her screen, curiosity sparking. She didn't raise her voice or argue. Silence carried the tension. Every eye followed her, sensing that something significant was about to unfold. The air thickened as authority silently shifted, preparing the audience for the inevitable revelation. A soft ping echoed from the system, an alert notifying the branch that the account holder was also the CEO. The regional HR office immediately called the branch phone. The manager's smirk froze, color draining from his face. Staff exchanged shocked glances. Patrons whispered in disbelief. In an instant, the power dynamics flipped. The woman they doubted and questioned was the one holding all authority. Suspense peaked. Danielle's voice was calm but firm. "You're relieved of duty, effective immediately." Silence fell. Staff and security froze, watching the manager's shock turn to visible humiliation. No yelling, no theatrics, just unassailable authority. The tension evaporated, replaced by awe. Patrons stared, realizing the full weight of what had occurred. Justice had been served, and the lesson was clear. Power doesn't need noise, only truth. Staff rushed to apologize, faces flushed with embarrassment, while customers watched in stunned silence. Danielle didn't gloat or raise her voice. She handled the situation with professionalism, quietly signaling that authority had spoken. A few minor administrative follow-ups, like updating training reminders and policies, were noted. The suspense dissolved, leaving clarity and resolution in the room. By the afternoon, Danielle launched mandatory anti-bias training across all branches. She also established a community oversight board to report discrimination and monitor compliance. The incident transformed conflict into long-lasting cultural change. Her actions sent a clear message. Authority and fairness can reshape an organization. Staff, customers, and the broader community witnessed that accountability and justice weren't just words. They were practice. Danielle reflected quietly on the deeper issue. Profiling persisted. Even for someone in her position, this wasn't about money. It was about respect. Millions faced similar daily struggles, unseen and unrecognized. Her personal frustration blended with determination, and the moment became more than just a confrontation. It was a reminder that rising above bias requires patience, strategy, and courage, connecting her experience to everyone who had ever been underestimated. True power isn't measured by title alone. It's knowing when and how to use it. Danielle's story encourages viewers to notice subtle biases, confront them wisely, and act with dignity. Her composure and decisive action reinforce resilience, intelligence, and respect. The lesson is clear. Authority paired with integrity can create meaningful change and inspire those who witness it. Where are you watching from? Have you ever been underestimated because of who you are? Share your experiences in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories of empowerment. Let Danielle's story remind you. Strength, strategy, and courage speak louder than any doubt.